Today we are going to prepare aloo paratha, which is a breakfast staple in India, particularly in the Punjab regions. It is the most amazing thing during winter time, and when served with tea, a lot of people enjoy it with yogurt and pickle. The young at heart love it with ketchup, but some people even top it up with strawberry jam like my dad. Here I will show you two ways of preparing this, which is the Sindhi style, and this is the style that I grew up eating, and this is the style that my grandmothers prepare. And the second way would be the Punjabi style, which is what is commonly prepared in the dhabas or in the roadside cafes in India, or even restaurants for that matter. So the first step is to prepare the dough. Now what I have here is about 400 grams of whole wheat flour or gehu ka atta. Add some salt to taste and then gradually add water to make a smooth and firm dough. It should be a little bit harder than chapati but softer than pizza dough. Next you're going to knead the dough for about 10 to 15 minutes until you have a soft yet firm enough dough. Your dough should not be too sticky. Remember what I said earlier? Harder than chapati dough but softer than pizza dough. Next, what you have to do is place a bit of oil on top of the dough and then cover it up with a damp cloth and let it rest for at least half an hour. Next step is to prepare your filling. In this one, like I said, I have two fillings. This one is the Sindhi. It has less ingredients but it's very tasty. So what I'm going to do is first take about 4 to 6 boiled and peeled potatoes depending on the size you have and mash them coarsely with a fork. So step 2 for the Sindhi filling, add 1 red onion, about 1 small or half a large red onion, and when I say small onion I don't mean like the garlic or the shallot type, I mean the normal red onion that's just a little small size. Add some coriander leaves, and along with that you're going to add in 2 green chilies, and you can de-seed them if you like it less hot. So also add some red chili powder, it'll just enhance the spice. Add some salt to taste and add some lemon juice. Now mix everything up well. Next you're going to prepare the Punjabi filling. I have a tablespoon of coriander seeds and about 10 whole black peppercorns. Along with that I have 3/4 teaspoon of ajwain or carom seeds and 3/4 teaspoons of cumin seeds or jeera. So add all of this into a pan and dry roast this until it's nice and fragrant, and you're going to add it into a nice mortar and pestle or into a blender and grind it into a fine powder. This is your paratha masala. Add the paratha masala. Next you're going to go in with half a large onion, half an inch of ginger. Dried masalas, and those are dried mango powder 1 teaspoon, half a teaspoon of red chili powder and half a teaspoon of black salt. You can add 2 to 3 green chilies as well, and then salt to taste. Mix that up again really well. Now we are ready to roll out our dough. There are 2 ways to do this again. The first way is to use a single roti, in which case what you do is you take a roti, roll it out into a disc shape like this and add the filling inside, and then what you're going to do is brush some ghee around the center or oil depending on what you prefer, and also sprinkle some flour around the edges just as I did. And what you're going to do now is seal it up around all the edges and then roll it gently. Be gradual with it and don't worry about how long it'll take you until you are happy with the size and the thickness. In this case the standard thickness would be more than a tortilla wrap and less than pizza dough, so you can gauge it that way. And this is the size that I took. Next, I personally find this method easier. You could use this method instead, which is the double roti. So what you do is you make 2 discs instead of 1. I used 1/8 inch thickness, and I'm going to spread my filling again all around, not just in the center, because I want everything to have a bite of filling, because it's 2 rotis this time. Next I'm going to top it up with the second roti and secure it together and flatten it. So this is what you'll end up with, and just go over it with your rolling pin gently to make it even. Now you are ready to cook your parathas till they are golden brown. Now again, this has a special method. What you do is you can heat ghee or oil in a flat skillet or a griddle, just like I'm doing, and spread it all round. Next, place your paratha on the hot griddle. Let it become almost brown on the underside, and then what you have to do is you have to make slits and apply ghee or oil on top and allow the ghee to go through it and cook it, just like I'm doing over here. Now you can plate it up the way you want. I decided to put in some butter and put a coriander sprig in the center and serve it with some yogurt and some mango pickle. And then this is the Sindhi paratha. I'm going to cook it similarly over here. This one used oil. So I just heated a little oil and again let it brown on the underside, and then just always make sure that I oil it generously around the pan as well, where the paratha is, so that it can cook generously and be even. And so this is what your paratha will look like. Once you're happy with it, you can put it onto a plate, garnish it with a knob of butter in the center, and then serve it with your favorite condiments. This time I went with tomato ketchup and mint chutney. So as you can see in these images, this is what you'll end up with if you follow this way. Again, let your imagination run wild, and I hope you like this recipe.